What is up, YouTube? Fake Glory here. I have a UU match. Not really quite UU because this guy is using drought. Not very Smogan approved of. So yeah, that's just gonna happen. And actually, it's not even a very close match, but it's still a fun one. Honestly, it's kind of like the last one where I get stuff that does matter. So basically, he's gonna have his Ninetales first turn, and I knew that's obvious because honestly, it's a drought team, so I'm gonna send out Chansey first turn because it can take any hits, and he's gonna go for a Hypnosis, and that's just alright with me. And so I'm gonna go for a Toxic, and luckily I hit, so that sets me off at a great start. Now I'm gonna go for a Protect just to rack up the damage, and honestly, this Ninetales isn't gonna be too much of a problem after it's Toxic. And honestly, I don't think it should be a problem because it's basically his only fire type out of every single poke he has, I do believe. I do fear it because it's gonna stop my Shaman right in its tracks, but honestly my Shaman won't have too much of a use, I didn't think, because it is a subseed set, and I won't be able to subseed anything, really. I'll just only be able to sub. So I'm gonna go into my Kingdra this turn as he goes into his Meganium, and I'm gonna have to switch right out and go into my Galvantula just because I know this thing can't even hurt me, let alone really do anything. But he can help his team. I was thinking that it was a aromatherapy one, but he's just gonna set up a Leech Seed, which probably tells me that it's not. I don't really know too much about Meganium sets because, again, I don't see Meganium that often, but I do know they are pretty much not too used. So I'm going to Volt Switch, expecting a switch, fearing my Bug Buzz, but apparently not. He probably thinks he could take one, but later you'll see he can. So I'm going to go into my Shaman just so I could take his Grass type or whatever's coming, but he's going to set up a Light Screen. And this doesn't put me at too bad of a position, but it also doesn't make me great. So this means I'm going to have to sub up this turn as he's going to go for obvious Reflect. So yeah, here I think he's trying to set up for a sweep already, which I don't consider too wise, but oh well. That's gonna be okay with me because I do prevail, so yeah. Sorry guys, I'm pretty tired. So he's gonna get his lefties recovery. Let's just get back into this battle. So he's gonna withdraw and go into his, God, I don't remember this thing's poked. I always used to remember, but I can't right now, so I'm gonna go for an HP Ice. And since I'm in the sun, it doesn't affect it, but I'm gonna get a crit here, and this crit did matter because with the Light Screen and all, it would have survived, as you should know. So yeah, that's gonna put me in a great position because I still have my sub intact, and this thing is not gonna touch me. So he's gonna sit on an Executor this turn, and I didn't see that this was faster than me before, so I'm just gonna stay in and go for an HP Ice, but it's next turn I should be worried about because, as you see here, HP Ice does not do too much, which makes me believe that the crit did matter, of course, and versus the other Pokemon. I cannot remember it, I swear, for the life of me. So he's gonna go with Sludge Bomb this turn, and I did not see it was faster, so that's very unfortunate. So I can't sub up since it's gonna bring me to 62, which does tell me that it's most likely like Specs or something, and I do know now that it's Chlorophyll instead of a Harvest Abuser, so that's great to know, valuable information. And I'm gonna switch out this turn because I don't want to take any more poison, and I know Shaman can have a use. So now his Light Screen is gonna wear off, so I'm like, okay, this is my chance to take out the Meganium as he's gonna switch into it, and I'm gonna go straight into my Galvantula. So this is just perfect because this means I can stop him from setting up screens, and I can just take out a poke while I'm at the process. And since most of his Pokemon are bug types, the only I don't mean bug types, I mean grass types, the only non-grass type is his Ninetales, which is pretty much dead at this point because my Kingdra is going to be able to take it out because even its Fire Stab is not going to do much to it. So yeah, that means this Pokemon's dead as he sends in his Ninetales, also known as 9 Butts. So I'm just going to switch out at this point as he's going to go for another Hypnosis, and he's going to miss this one too, which is even funnier. So this is a total of 3 Hypnoses missed. So yeah, that's going to be amazing. So I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance at this point in time. So that means I'm going to have enough attack power to just... I'm not planning to try to sweep him because I know his Whimsicott can do a lot to me, if not really hurt me. So he's going to get this Hypnosis off finally. But I do have the Chesto Berry, I should be saying. So this means I'm going to wake up this turn, and I'm going to be able to get off one waterfall, I should be saying, because even at the sun lowered, it's still going to be 120 power in all, so that's easily going to bring it way down. Unfortunately, it's not going to KO though, so it doesn't quite matter because again, he misses Hypnosis, and yeah, so this just means that he's just going to get taken out by poison. So that's quite well for me, and yeah. So as this Ninetales is gonna die, he's gonna send out his Whimsicott called Demon Pillow, and so I was expecting this to be more of a natural Whimsicott set, but apparently not because he has Switcheroo. So I'm just gonna outrage here because I thought he might predict my switch or go for a Leech Seed or something like that, and so this outrage is gonna bring it down to the wire, and so it's barely not gonna die, but it's okay since I can take it out this turn with an outrage, seeing by prior damage. Even with burn, it's obviously gonna die. So yeah, that's great. And so as that's happening, that means I'm in a great position, but I do get stuck with the 3-turn outrage, which is not something I wanted, and it means his Torterra gets set up on me either way he wants. So not quite well for me, and I'm gonna go for that last outrage because I am locked in, and that's actually not gonna do too bad of damage, even though I am burned. So yeah, he's gonna set up a curse this turn, and so I'm thinking, what kind of set is this? Because I've not seen a Torterra set that does this kind of stuff. So oh well, I'm just gonna have to play a bit of a guessing game. So he's gonna get his lefties, and then he's gonna get the Leech Seed. Not something I wanted because, again, I did want to only get a 2-turn outrage, but you know how the game goes. But it doesn't really matter because I can switch out this turn as I'm gonna do. And so since I'm going into my Shaman, he can't really hurt me because his only stabs I do resist. But if he does go for an attack, that will easily KO. But he's actually gonna go for an Amnesia. So I was thinking that I'm starting to doubt my power here because I only run at 280 power, not Life Orb. And I am gonna go for an HP Ice, which it is quad super effective, but honestly, with a Amnesia, I do doubt its power because it only hits 280 power if you add the quad super effective in. So yeah, it's not gonna do too much at all, and he's gonna kill me off with an EQ. So I'm just about to crap my pants right here because honestly, I do not want to have to face this thing. The only thing I do have that could possibly take it down is to hope that it does not have any grass type attacks, and I could try to take it out with Slowbro. But here I'm going to send out Angela. I know that I'm Specs, so I'm hoping that a Bug Buzz will be able to KO at this range, which luckily, as you'll see here, it does. Now all he has left is the Exeggutor, and I know I can handle that with Chansey by Toxicking and then slowly whittling it down with basically how do I say it, Size Toss. There you go. I'm not very smart today. So he's gonna hit me with a Psychic. I expected something different, more along the line of something a stab. I don't honestly know what I expected, but just not a Psychic. I expected an HP Fire. There you go. That makes more sense to say. So here I'm gonna hit him with the Toxic, and this Toxic is just gonna rack up. So I'm gonna protect this turn as he's just gonna, because he's stuck with Specs. So yeah, this is basically a good game at this point. So as this Toxic damage is gonna rise, I'm just gonna hit him out with a Seismic Toss next turn, just to, because I don't want to like fully stall him out. I think just doing that would be boring if I knew I could take him out with a Seismic Toss, because I don't want to just waste turns. So yeah, that's basically a good game because I'm just gonna protect next turn and let the Toxic damage finish him off. So yeah, that's good game. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. More videos should be coming up. I'm sorry I'm not gonna be able to upload much because I do have school. So yeah, have a nice day, YouTube.